I'm Denis Bunner, winemaker of Bollinger. We are here in Ailly, in the heart of Champagne. Ailly is a Grand Cru known for the Pinot Noir, and we are surrounded by barrels because we are here in the barrels room of Champagne Bollinger. Champagne Bollinger is known for his craftsmanship, and part of the craftsmanship we have the barrel fermentation, which is used for all the vintages we are producing. So we are surrounded by 4,000 barrels, mostly Burgundy barrels like those ones, 228 liters. And as you can see, you have many signs on the barrel. The first is the village, the second is the origin, I mean the producers, could be Bollinger or a supplier, the grape variety, and then this is traceability, this is a code from the pressing. So we are going to taste many wines this morning from the vintage 2002. All the wines here are from the last harvest. 2022. And one of the famous plots we have at Bollinger is just behind us. It's called the VVF. VVF means Vieille Vigne Française. It's a single plot from Ailly. It's 100% Pinot Noir. It's ungrafted plants, so it's very rare in Champagne. This is pre-phylloxeric vines, and we are producing one famous cuvée from the same name of the plot, Vieille Vigne Française. So I am very pleased to tell you that we are going to have a 2022 Vieille Vigne Française this year. So let's start the tasting now. We are going to start with the Chardonnay from Cuit. So now the wines are very clear, especially the Chardonnay, because the fermentation are finished. I mean the alcoholic fermentation and the malolactic, because we do the malolactic fermentation for all the wine we are producing, for the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir. Here in the barrels room, you have to know that we don't have any meunier. Why that? Because for us, we think that the meunier is less adapted to the barrels fermentation. So we are just fermenting Chardonnay Pinot Noir from Grand and Premier Cru. Non-classified villages are not vinified here. So we start with Cuit, which is an important village for Bollinger. It's classified Premier Cru. It's the beginning of La Côte des Blancs. La Côte des Blancs is the kingdom of Chardonnay, close to Ailly, just 10 minutes from here. And Cuit is one of the historical places where Bollinger started at the foundation in 1829. And at this time, we used to produce our own barrels. And what is interesting is that a couple of years ago, we restarted this program of creating barrels from our forest of Cuit. So here in front of you, you have 23 barrels from Cuit, and we put the same origin. I mean, we ferment the Chardonnay of Cuit in the barrels creating from the forest of Cuit. So this is a very important cru. He is known to be not the most mature one in Champagne. I mean, Cuit is always harvested 1 week after other cru like Avize or Cramant. And I think in 2022 we had a very good results, because last vintage 22 it was very hot, very dry, and so the late terroir of Chardonnay did very well, because we still have a lot of freshness. The wine is very expressive, but we still have a lot of freshness on the palate. Particularly this one with citrus driven notes, and a finish on a slight salinity that gives a supplement of freshness on the palate. And also we have a length due to the acidity level on this particular village. We have always a higher acidity. And this parameter is important for the Chardonnay, especially on the vintage 22, which was very mature with 11 degree of alcohol potential. We started the tasting with Chardonnay. It's important at Bollinger. The Chardonnay is probably the queen, and if the Chardonnay is the queen, I would say that the Pinot Noir is the king variety at Bollinger, because we have a big ownership. We have a vineyard of 180 hectares, and 65-70% is Pinot Noir. So the diversity of Pinot Noir is important. Depending the cru, we will have a different expression of this grape variety. So now we are going to see those expressions, starting with the famous Grand Cru of Hailly, where we are located, where Bollinger was founded. So Hailly is really in our heart, and we are going to see the typicity of this grape variety on the terroir of Hailly. This is very typical from the cru, the village of Hailly. Very powerful, expressive, intense to the nose, on the palate, round, a lot of vinosity and length. So this is really what we search in terms of typicity, terroir for Hailly, for the blend. And now we are going to see the complement of the complementary Pinot Noir of Hailly is from Verzenay. And Hailly and Verzenay are really the backbone of all the blend we do at Bollinger, from special cuvée to La Grande Année or RD. We have always a match between Hailly and Verzenay, the two famous Grand Cru of Pinot Noir. We are going to taste the second Pinot Noir of the series, which is Pinot Noir from Verzenay. Busy means Verzenay. As we can see, thanks to the color, the maturity level this year is very high. We have a slight pink color on this one. And the taste is really interesting. On Verzenay, we have always more minerality, sharpness, and always a salinity on the end of the palate. Why that? Because Verzenay is a Grand Cru of Pinot Noir located in the north of La Montagne de Reims, whereas Hailly is located south. So we used to pick Verzenay always later, and since the maturity lasts longer, and since the exposition is north, the freshness still more important, but also the soils there, the shock is harder than in Hailly. So that explains probably why we have a very different minerality on the palate in Verzenay, and in this sample it's very clear. We have this freshness, salinity on the palate, and sometimes in some particular years we can really think that the Pinot Noir from Verzenay is very similar to a Chardonnay. I mean, here we have a very elegant version of the Pinot Noir, very similar to sometimes to the profile of a Chardonnay. But in 22, in Verzenay, despite the hot weather, we still have this characteristic, so it's very interesting. And this year we started Verzenay the 3rd of September, whereas Hailly we started the 27th of August. It's another vintage of August. We harvested 6 times in August since the 21st century. So this is really a proof of the climate change because in the 20th century we never started in August. The earlier harvest we had it was in 1976. We started the 1st September. And since 2003 we had 6 harvests by now, and the last one was 22. So that's really a sign of the climate change because 1 year out of one every 3 years we start the harvest in August. This is the third step of the tasting of the Pinot Noir with the famous Grand Cru of Bouzy. I always choose barrels of around 20 years old to compare the different cru without to be influenced any influence of the age of the barrels, because at Bollinger we have 4,000 barrels, as I said, and some of them are 5 years old, some of them are 40. So 20 is really the average age, and that's when we have the best from the barrels, to my mind, for the Bollinger style. We are going to speak a little bit about the Bollinger style later. So Bouzy, it's probably the third most important Pinot Noir in Champagne and for Bollinger after Hailly and Verzenay. It's located in between. So here we have a very interesting body. We have a length, and we have very intense, great bitterness on the palate. So this is very complementary to Hailly and Verzenay. This Bouzy will bring a lot of body to the blend of Bollinger this year, particularly in 22. We have a slight tannins, very discreet, but they are present. That gives the body and the grape bitterness, like the orange grapefruit skin we can have on the palate, and this gives a lot of freshness. We cannot really feel the minerality like Verzenay, but here the freshness is more due to the grape bitterness. Very nice wine. So now we can taste together. So the last step of this tasting is with Tossières. Tossières is a less known village in Champagne, but is an important cru for Bollinger, classified premier cru, 99% on the Grand Cru scale, so it's close to be a Grand Cru. It's located close to Bouzy, so we should find a lot of similarity. And we just released a new edition of the Bollinger PN. PN means Pinot Noir. And we created this cuvée 3 years ago. First year was released in 19 with the base year 2015. And 2015 and 2016 were dominated by Verzenay Pinot Noir. And the last edition we released in 22 was Tossières, from the base year 2017. So this is really interesting to speak about Tossières. So Tossières in 22 is very big, is intense. On the palate, the main characteristic is what we call the choky milkiness. We have a soft texture, very interesting, and a lot of fruitiness. The fruit is totally different compared to Hailly or Verzenay or Bouzy. Sometimes when Tossières is very mature, we can have notes of blackberries, And here we have, because we harvested Tossière a very high level of maturity, 10.7 this year. Tossière is known as a late village, like we used to say for Cuit in Chardonnay. So we always harvest Tossière the latest. We always finish the Pinot Noir. So this one was harvested the 4th of September this year. So the tasting is now finished. Just a few words about the Bollinger style and the Bollinger taste, of course. We were here in the barrels room. It was a focus of one of the main pillars of the Bollinger vinification, I mean the barrel fermentation. But we have more pillars in the Bollinger style. The first one, of course, is the vineyard. We have an ownership of 180 hectares. The second one is the Pinot Noir, by far the most dominant grape variety, with minimum 60% of Pinot Noir in all the cuvées we create. The third one we just mentioned is the barrel fermentation. Then we have the reserve wines. I mean, Champagne is made of two universes. The multi-vintage, the blended wines, because we are in Champagne allowed to blend different years, different grape varieties and different villages. These are the three components of the blend when we create a multi-vintage. Or multi-vintage at Bollinger is a special cuvée. And we have also the universe of vintages. So the reserve wines are the pillar number 4 and are really important for the multi-vintage. And then the last pillar is the time, because we age at Bollinger 2 times the normal time. I mean, we age 2 times longer all the cuvées we do. Special cuvée for the multi-vintage, but also La Grande Année or RD for the vintages. So we have 5 pillars and we have 3 elements of the taste. When we started to define the Bollinger taste, we gather all the team, but also the member of the family. And we noticed that everybody has a different way to express the Bollinger style. So we try to sum up everything in 3 elements. The first element is the fruit in all its stages. The second element is the creamy effervescence. And the last one is the dense and subtle presence. So we are going to taste now a special cuvée, which is really the symbol of the Bollinger taste, the symbol of the 5 pillars and the 3 elements of the taste. So see you in a couple of minutes to do this tasting together.